Oh, hello. Didn't see you there. Uh, you know who this is, and I'm back for those day two predictions. Um, Hopefully some of you guys win Help Your Ex-Girlfriend out. Know the new Drake album came out, so there's a lot of that going around. Um, some car notes got paid or whatever. So we're back. So let's get this day two and shit. Let me pull this shit up. Nigga, I have more tabs than I know what to do with. Um, oh, here we go. Okay. So we're gonna start out with Disaster versus A Verb. Um, Nigga, let me first off and say there are a lot of West Coast guys on this card, and if West Coast guys know what to do more than any other battle rapper I've seen, it is to use that home crowd to their advantage, like more so than anything. Disaster's already a dangerous battler, more so than most. Um, you add that in that he's home, and that Averb can either give a great performance or a lackluster performance. There's no way I'm not betting on Disaster. Just like that, that's the safe bet. And to be honest with you, with the way Disaster's been gunning lately, even if Averb pulled out a Hitman Holla-esque performance, where he's just bar, 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 but everything's where it needs to be beautiful. I don't know. I'm gonna just be 100% with you. I don't think he can top a disaster on top of his game in Cali. So we have to do that. The Source versus John the Don. Um, John's been gunning. He's been grinding. I used to hate this nigga John. I'ma put it out there. I used to hate this nigga. Then somewhere around 2011, this nigga bar game jumped up like 3 or 4 skill points. And you have to respect that. You have to respect when somebody's bar game gets that nice, you have to respect that. So, um, to that point, I just think that there's not much you can do with John. Um, Normally, because he is one of those people that, and when I say it like this. He is very, very good at what he does. You know what he's going to do, but he's very, 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 very good at it. But then you have somebody like the Swords, who is A, is home in his element, and B, is the fucking grandfather of this battle rap shit. Like there are schemes that motherfuckers use today that the Swords invented. There are fucking bars and flows that motherfucker used today that the Shores invented. We talking about a nigga that was so feared for the longest in the early in '05, '06, and '07 that niggas who are big names now ducked this niggas for years. And it wasn't until you got so solidified in this written format where you start to see chinks in his armor that niggas are like, I can take this nigga to Swords. He ain't shit. He ain't nothing but a white boy. But don't get it twisted. Don't get it twisted. He's still the Swords. Hey, bruh. Like, don't get it twisted. Jordan may not be playing in the league right now, but get him on that court one-on-one. He'll still fuck your ass up at 45. Just saying. All right. So who else we got? We got. I turned away from it. Let's see. Okay, we have Lotta Zay versus KG the Poet. Lotta Zay has always been kind of boring to me. Not to say which is weird because, like, personality-wise, like, he doesn't bother me. Like, I can listen to him in interviews and shit. I can listen to him talk about battle rap a lot. But, and like, his flow is just kind of generic to me. Like, he feels like another New York rapper. But he has bars. KG the Poet, is really, really, really dangerous. He is sneaky dangerous. So I'm gonna have to go with KG with this one. Hopefully Lada Zay can pull out a performance that makes me go, oh, there's still something. I haven't seen Lada Zay versus Daylight yet, and people told me that Lada Zay was really good in that. So I still need to watch that. Um, so I'm definitely gonna do that. Uh, that's that. But right now, I'm gonna have to stick with KG. Deadman versus Chilla Jones. Yo, shout out to Chilla Jones's blog. Shout out to the preemptive diff blog within the blog. That was dope as fuck. Shout out to Chilla Jones's versatility and knowledge in the battle rap game, especially being a URL guy. I wouldn't have expected him to know a lot of the rappers on this call. Um, just because that's just it. A lot of people don't look at the other side of the battle rap, the scribble jam, the guys that come up from Dilligan, and the guys that come up from Smack. It's kind of that wall there, and very few of the new guys look onto that other side, but shout out to them. With that being said, nigga, you gotta do more than 4 bars per minute, my nigga. You gotta switch your flow up, bro, because those shit be putting me to sleep. I hate to agree with Laura fucking Tarsi. Shout out to the worst dog on the planet that just dropped 4 days ago. But she's right, nigga. You were born in the ring, bro. I hate to say it. And you have bars. You do have bars, but you gotta get them out. You gotta change your flow up. I mean, if that's your flow, that's your flow. And it's kind of rude of me. Oh, you gotta change that shit up. But you gotta put something else into it. You gotta find a way to get it live because like Chilla Jones is one of them niggas. He's this close. He is this close. If you can add that one little thing, and I think it's his flow. I honestly think it's his flow. If you can add that one little thing, then he could be really, really good. But you know, he's just lacking it, and it sucks because everything else suffers because of it. The rest of his shit doesn't shine, and that is so tragic. Dead Man, on the other hand, I don't agree with Lord Tarsi. It's not boring at all. I believe, and sometimes being hyped up all the time doesn't work for everybody. He is one of them niggas that his laid back approaching style works for him and actually amplifies the hit of his bars because he'll be laid back and then he'll lean into a punchline. You're like, oh, shit. And then he'll bring it back and then he'll lean into it again. And that works for him. Okay? And so right now, I have Deadman being in Cali over Chilla Jones. But I want to see a different Chilla Jones here. I want to see a more aggressive, a more performance-oriented Chilla Jones. Not to say don't disrespect your bars, don't leave your bars at home, but I definitely want to see a performance out of Chilla Jones, not just Chilla Jones sending his bar. Cortez versus Caustic. Ew, ew. This might be low-key battle of the night. This might be low-key battle of the night. There was a time where Cortez was that nigga, then he wasn't that nigga, and then he became that nigga again. He's just not battling that much. Caustic has slowly just been nice. Been nice. You know, he's accomplished so much. He won the King of the Dot Chain. Good for him. Caustic won that shit. Square and fair. Ew. Caustic could have won that shit, but he still ended up winning that shit. But still, Caustic is nice. Caustic knows, and one of the niggas, once again, home field advantage. But Cortez clear has chosen he doesn't give a fuck about your home field advantage. So it'll be nice. But that's a tough one to call. I'm gonna say Cortez 2-1. If Caustic got to spaz out on his third, like he got to go dumb out completely on his third, you grab it. That's how I feel. Because Cortez is one of them niggas that spazzes out every round, which is nice, but you can counter that kind of. He can't be the same Caustic homie. He got to spaz out on his third to get that. But right now I have Cortez 2-1 on Caustic. Immaculate versus Big K. I know who the fuck Big K was. I still have to watch a Big K battle. The last time we saw Immaculate, he was disappointing every Arsenal hater in America, myself included, choking in the fucking Arsenal battle. And I fucking cried about it. Nigga, like, seriously, there was a corner, nigga, You know, I went to the bathtub, slipped my wrist, nigga. I was done. I had wine. I had take care on. It was terrible. It was terrible, nigga, because I really thought Mac was going to give Arch the business in Cali, and it never happened, and it hurt my soul. So that's when we last saw Immaculate. I could come back, go watch Big K. He could be the nicest nigga on the planet. He ain't beating El Mac in Battle of the Bay 6. Not gonna happen. Not after the Arsenal incident. That nigga's gonna be focused. That nigga's bars is gonna be tight. That nigga is going for the throat. El Mac not losing. DNA versus Paz. DNA, I remember DNA way back when, a long time ago, when this nigga DNA. Let's change. Oh shit, nigga, I'm tripping. I'm tripping, nigga. I'm tripping. It's Avalanche. So I remember back in the day, DNA. He's a 16-year-old. Grind time. Spin them bars, son. Spin them bars. You can see this nigga had a lot of hunger for the game. He could freestyle a bit. Nigga, this nigga left my door open. Fucking Dell. Fucking computer. I don't have a Dell computer. Family has a Dell computer. I don't fuck with Dell. Nigga. Anyway. Yeah, back in the day, this nigga, DNA. Then he fell into the old pattern of being a New York battle rapper. Then that nigga got his own style. His bars came up, and he ended up being in my top 10. DNA is in my top 10, I say this. I don't care what anybody says. DNA is nice as fuck. DNA has proven that no matter what, he can bang out with the rest of them. When there was a time when nobody in the KOTD grind time side of things would give DNA the type of day, Eric Foreman, you know what I'm talking about. There was mad hate. Rapmusic.com, you know, there was mad hate on DNA. He worked through that shit. Still thought he was a bitch for ducking Quest McCody, and I still kind of wish that battle would have happened when the hype was there, but it didn't, so whatever. But DNA came back, and he smacked the shit out of every nigga he battled after that, and he went ham, and I'm proud of that nigga. I'm proud of him. So, with that being said, Paz done made some come-ups now. Passwords done made a lot of come-ups, okay? So, he stopped being that nigga. He's still shaky outside of Cali, and I mean that to be like, there's two different passwords. There's the password you get outside of Cali, and there's passwords in Cali. Passwords in Cali has been on the roll. Passwords outside of Cali has been better, but he's still not up there on the level as Password in Cali. And Passwords in Cali, I don't bet against. Not lately. That's why I have Pass 2-1 versus DNA. Though, hopefully, DNA pulls another erg and surprises me, because that is probably my favorite battle from that event. From Vengeance? Was that Vengeance? That was Vengeance, right? Was it Vengeance? Okay, I don't know. Yeah, that's probably my favorite was DNA versus erg, because that surprised the hell out of me. That whole battle on both sides. And that's the DNA I want to show up. I want to show up. This DNA that needs to show up, and that's the DNA that needs to show Paz that he ain't fucking with them. But until I see that DNA on a consistent basis, Passwords in Cali, 2-1. Man. Woo! Okay, A-Class versus Tantrum. A-Class. Tantrum has always been that awkward to me. Not to say he don't have Mars, not to say he doesn't have performance. He has everything he needs to have. It just doesn't resonate with me. So there's no way I cannot be biased about it, because his aura doesn't resonate with me. A-Class is kind of the same way, but he can actually bring it to a level where I'm like, okay, shit. So that's why I'm going A-Class over Tantrum. I just don't like, and it's a completely biased opinion, so I don't want you to take it out of context. There's never been a Tantrum battle that wasn't awkward as fuck to me. And that's nothing Tantrum can do about it. That's his steez, brother. People that love Tantrum like that. I'm just not one of them. So, that's why, so take it out of context. Now to my last three battles. We're going to go, this is going to be 3. The three favorite battles I'm looking for the most is going to be 3-2-1. And third, Nestle versus Remedy. Remedy has been on a fucking roll, bruh. Ever since he finished college, shout out to your degree, nigga, and moved to Oakland, he has been bodying niggas. And people said that would happen, like back when St. Louis niggas started to take over a bit in the battle rap shit, people would say, yo, if Remedy ever fucked around and started rapping full time, he would be up there with the top St. Louis niggas. Yo, I already thought Remedy was better than Young Gil. That was a given. But he was already up there with top St. Louis niggas. And he would only do 1 or 2 battles a year because the nigga was in college. I can understand that shit. Nigga, if you in college, fuck this battle shit. Get your degree, nigga. Get yourself a good ass job and shit. You can battle all you want after you make your money. Shit. But when he got his degree, he started battling no more. Niggas started to see that. I think people really, when he battled Pass, even though he took a clean L in that one, well, it wasn't even a clean L. Because that second round is kind of debatable. I give it a pass just because of the, personal preference. But, woo, we had some bars for that nigga. Low budget, Joe Budden. God damn, that's rough. But, yeah. So, but Nestle, once again, one of my favorite people ever. In battle rap and music, beats, instrumentation, life. He's just one of them niggas, bruh. And last time we saw Nestle, coming off a disappointing performance against Shotty Hard. People say that was the best they ever saw Nestle. So, I don't know about all that. The best I've seen that nigga come was against Thesaurus. Nestle gave that nigga Thesaurus the work, bruh. So, but I feel like Nestle is gonna come back and be like, I'm still that nigga, chill, I'm still that nigga. What happened to Most Hated tournament? So then we have Daylight versus Headaxe. Shout out to Daylight for being the realest nigga on the planet. Shout out to Daylight for being the realest nigga on the planet. And shout out to Daylight for being the realest nigga on the planet. Y'all can go back to defending Smack. Like, Smack is the most, people go at Smack the most, and then they come back and defend him the most of any person I've ever done. And Smack is known for doing bad business. I'm sure he's a great guy, but he's been known for doing bad business and getting in his emotions and going at niggas. He's been known to do that. So I take any blog I see from that nigga with a little grain of salt. And Daylight has been known to do whatever the fuck Daylight wants to do whenever the fuck he wants to do it. Daylight, whether you like him or not, is a real nigga. So I was disappointed at No Sway versus Daylight, especially when he said he was going to bring that old school Daylight back, straight bars. Nigga, y'all remember Captain America? Y'all remember that shit? Y'all remember that? That's the old school Daylight, bruh. So, disappointing, but whatever. I think that's the Daylight we're gonna see again, especially versus Headites. Now, Daylight in Cali, somebody said it before, is not to be questioned. That nigga runs wherever part of Cali he's running. Like, that nigga fucking absorbs the energy from the state and shit. So that's one thing. Headites is an OG wherever he goes, bro. I was a Headites hater. I admit. I saw the light though. Shout out to Eric Foreman. But he don't ever feel uncomfortable, bruh. Like, he's not one of them New York niggas that like, nah, bruh, because the crowd was hostile to me. That nigga a OG wherever he go, he don't give a shit. So that's why I'm still doing 2-1 Daylight, but Headites is gonna make it a hard 2-1. Yo, it might be a straight up draw, to be honest with you. But especially if Headites is on his I don't give a fuck shit. Yo, where he just say whatever the fuck he want. And Headites is one of them niggas that I was like early on, I was like him versus Chilla Jones, because this nigga said 4 bars a minute and it irked me, and they weren't even good bars in my head. So, but I think the older I got, and then B, the more I watched him, I realized what he was saying and how it related, and he just simply didn't give a fuck about this battle rap shit. And a lot of it made a context and made more sense. So, you know, if Chilla Jones is going to keep his style, his flow, I feel like Head Ice would be somebody he needs to look for. That and Tech Nine would be so, you know, to make that performance element pop. So that his bars, because he has better bars than Head Ice. He has better bars than Tech, even. But his performance just isn't at their level, so his bars suffer, bruh. And I really want to bring that back because I don't want anybody to think I'm dissing Chilla, because I'm not. It's just that is something he desperately needs, his performance element. Alright. And then finally, my battle of the night is going to be Dirtbag Dan versus Charlie Chip. Or Charlie Clips. Wow, Charlie Chip. My bad, my nigga. Charlie Clips versus Dirtbag Dan. You know why? Because Dirtbag Dan is going to be 100% Dirtbag Dan. Charlie Clips is going to be 100% Charlie Clips. Yo, and that shit is going to be funny. You know what Dirtbag's going to do? Jokes. Jokes. He's going to break down the clip shit. He's going to mock that nigga. He's going to go at that nigga. He's going to be about the Zay. All day, every day, beard game. What up? He's going to insult Clips' beard. You know it. Clips is going to come back with a mix of that street shit, with a mix of them jokes, talk about him being fat, eating niggas' food. No, they're going to go to, it's going to be a good fucking battle. I honestly don't give a shit who wins. And it's going to be impossible to tell who wins because of the style clash. You're either going to like Clips or you're going to like Dan. I don't like Dan. Y'all niggas know. It's not that I don't like Dan, but that nigga is the thief of thieves. That nigga is the king of thieves, nigga. That nigga Dan has won more battles than that he's actually lost to any nigga ever, bruh. So, I mean, it's weird. And I've loved Clips for, like, the longest, no homo. So, I'm probably going to like Clips more than Dan. I'm going to love that battle just because when Dan is on this shit, he's one of the funniest motherfuckers in the game. So, it is what it is. So, and that's what that is. That is pretty much it for my blog. What did this shit run, bro? This shit ran 22 minutes. Y'all niggas sit here and watch me talk about battle rap for 22 minutes, bro. Y'all niggas better go get some pussy afterwards, bro. Because that's how I would feel. I would feel that I would need some pussy after this shit. So, shout out to Kim Gonna Die. Shout out to Organic. Shout out to Eric Foreman. You know, all day, every day. Facebook gang. Goon Squad. We in here. And son, that's it. Oh, shout out to Direct. Shit, fuck it. Shout out to Drake. Shout out to Bishop Brigante. Shout out to Pat Stay. Shout out to the KOTD chain. Shout out to Lush One. Shout out to rapmusic.com. Shout out to YouTube. Shout out to Google. Shout out to Yahoo. Shout out to Tumblr. Shout out to wherever you, whoever, whenever. Nigga, we in here. Wu-Tang. Wu-Tang. We out, bitch.